So we're back. Now we have the container level. We're breaking down the ATM. I kept the external systems. We'll think what are the containers inside it, then we connect those. We already know there is a relation and the nature of these relations. I had the send emails from the back-end account management to the user. We knew that maybe it's relevant or not, but if you know it, it's not cluttering the system. If you have any relation between these systems that you think relevant, you can maintain that. If not, we're mostly concerned about what's going into this box now and into what container it will go. So we'll start with this. I think the purple one is kind of dying, so maybe we'll use this for now. Let's go dark. So inside this, we will have the ATM user, we will have the app, and again, you'd have some sort of a description of this. So this would be user, interface, and it will perform something. And the same relation we had before goes into this. So it used to be view accounts. And generate reports. Now, in the questions will come in here, okay, will that app serve the view accounts and the same? Maybe generate report and perform transaction? Maybe not. Maybe you decide to have multiple entry points for different things, and this is perfect. And as you say, for that user, admin user, will the admin user or operator use the same app, or we create a different operation app for it? So the entry point is different. So we can have operators app, and this would be user interface for operators to do something. And this kind of the discussion that will come in as you drill down. If you're building the system or discussing a future state of the system, you have an existing system, need to think, okay, how it should look like. Technically, you're designing a new system. You do this, and then you reflect, compare what you have. So this is that architecture discussion happens here and that level as we go. We had this an audit API maybe for this to go, and that relation was that was control. So this, sorry, that was the audit reports or daily reports. This will more into the control. So here, control API, and this is if I want to turn on or off the machine or disable some features, like stop accepting deposit for whatever reason, or dispensing money. So this is turn on, off. And again, this comes from the relation we identified in the higher level. And if this relation was too big, now the operator will work here. Maybe the operator will do something in this app and do something here. So as an operator, I use this for reports, and I use this to refill money. And this is the kind of discussion we have. This was a one relation in the context level. We broke it down as we're thinking what are the containers and how this. So you're coming up here, more of a white box inside the ATM. What are the containers and how the relation we identified with the outside world will map into what containers inside. And in some situation, you'd need to break these relations as you start thinking on how you're gonna build this thing inside it. So you have this is a local database. You can say it's a SQL or not, and you have a description on it, just a little bit what it's doing in the system. I assume everything will go for this. The app will go to it. For this, I assume you would create some adapter transaction, and the name of this relation, we already know it. I think it was exec transactions. Still apply. The app, this app will not do transactions, this will. So this will be manage transaction. Actually, it would be just a create transaction. Get account info. Well, now another decision will make, okay, will the app go to this back end directly, so something inside here, or I would create some sort of a gateway so that this app will go through it, and maybe that other app will go through it too. So this is the kind of discussion that comes at that level, is what are the containers part of the system that I have. Then we decide for each of these components that we're building, we create the component level of it. So we'll take the app and create the component level. And when we do this, we know the app now do get account info from this wrapper, so gateway. So the app know about the user, these two users. This app know about the database, knows about the transaction, knows about this, and this is the world. This is the context for this. We'll take it to the next level and we break it down into components, and we'll do that. So I'll start by creating the layout, the relations, the context or the surrounding, the ecosystem around this app, and then we'll resume the video so you don't have to see me redoing this part again.